Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Adams Brothers Podcast, the hottest podcast in South Florida, the Tri-County area here in South Florida. Welcome back. Happy Monday to each and every last one of you out there watching in Facebook land, YouTube land. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate all the love that you all give us. Even our haters, we love you too. Because we got some haters out there too that ain't really rocking with us, but that's all good. If they ain't talking about you, hey, you know how it goes. If they talking about you, you got to be doing something good. So we have more people that love us than that little crowd that talk about us. And guess what? We really don't care what you have to say, because your opinion about us and what we do here behind these microphones and in this community and in this Tri-County area here in South Florida, we really don't care. We're unbothered and unbossed. We're not bossed by anyone. Don't care who you are and how well we know you. We're unbossed and unbought over here.
Well, all you have to do is look at who's doing the work. Who else was doing this, what we were doing before we came along?
Nobody.
No one was informing the community. As I said at Vice Mayor Preston's meeting, was that we had no one was doing that, and it was a lot of misinformation and disinformation going on. I mean, that's what was going on. As I said at the meeting on Thursday night, I got a text one time about, it was about 20 something people on the text. And on the text back then, this is about like about 4 years ago. It was when term limits was the hot topic. And term limits, to abolish term limits was being considered. And then someone in that text, in that 20-person text that I got, said that Commissioner Preston was leading the way to abolish term limits in the text. And it was like everyone was going in. And I'm like, these people gotta know, because I saw numbers in there that I recognized. And I'm like, they know. But that misinformation and disinformation campaign that had been plaguing our community for decades now. And back in the days, it was really no way of disseminating information in the community. So practically anything can be said and people would take it and run with it. And it would be like a spreading wildfire. So I mean, I came back in the text and I said, this is not true. And I provided them with the material. I provided them with the video. I put the video in the 20-thread text for them to see. And everybody was like, oh, thanks for the information. But I'm like, I seen some of the numbers in there and I knew that was very deliberate. So we're here. And we're going to dispel any rumors, innuendos, anything that people try to put out there. That's what I said all along. One of our purposes when we came on the scene in 2020 was because of misinformation and disinformation. And I think we did a great job disseminating that.
Yes, we have. And the way the information was disseminated was, if you weren't in a certain clique, you didn't get the information. They would give it to you, but it would be some of the truth, but not all of the truth. And sometimes we would get it at the last moment. And once we figured out what was going on, it was like, we see what's going on. Not that we were naive to what was going on, but we just really didn't have a watchful eye on it back then, like we have now. But now, let them try and pull that right now and see what they get. I don't care what side, what district you're in right now. Yeah, you have to be transparent with the people. If you want transparency, you come here and you watch this podcast right here. We don't care who you are, what color you are, what political party you're affiliated. We don't care about none of that stuff.
Truth is only what matters.
We only care about the truth and facts here.
Yep.
And we try our best to get it right all the time. And some people just don't like the truth. That's just how it is. Hello, Desmond and April
Lewis
Bolowich. You are always on our page.
Thank you for always joining us.
Thank you for always chiming in. We appreciate
Compliments. We
all
appreciate everyone.
Hello, Easy Bar. City of Deerfield Beach Government.
Just joined in.
What's going on? I don't know if that's Rebecca or Dave. Hello, City of Deerfield Beach Government. We love you all over there. Bridget Randley. Hello, how you doing?
Hello to everyone out there.
Hello to everyone out there watching in Facebook land and YouTube land. We really appreciate all the love. If you're just joining us, we just got off of a podcast with Mike Paragon from Paragon Theaters. They have a brand new upgraded, refurbished theater out in the Deerfield Beach Mall.
IMAX
out there.
Theater.
Yeah, tell them about it because you were the one that was you.
It was the Paragon IMAX Theater, and we had CEO Mr. Michael Whalen on. And go back and look at the interview that we did at 6. He explained some of the things that they have out to the theater. I mean, they're gonna have like what was it? $5 Tuesday or something.
It was a $5 Tuesday. Every Tuesday is $5.
Yeah, and it's going to be discounted on other days, $2 to $3.
I'll read the information off. Let me get to the page here while you're talking.
And that address is 3984 West Hillsborough Boulevard. That's out there in the Deerfield Mall, out there where Wingstop and Marshalls, I believe it is, and Publix and all of that is out there. But Paragon IMAX Theaters are out there, and we had Mr. CEO Michael Whalen on, and he came on and he explained everything. I would advise everyone to go back and watch the interview.
It was a really good interview. I was very impressed by the information and the charity work that they do, and they're always giving back to the community. And
he offered us to come out there and do our podcast from there.
Live.
Yeah, he sure did. He offered us to come do a live podcast
in the lobby.
So, and we're definitely going to take him up on that offer. And a lot of other things that he told us behind the scenes that we're gonna get with him and talk about. So I see some exciting things can come out of this with partnership with IMAX Theaters out there. We'll let you know as things go on, but we look forward to doing our live broadcast from the IMAX Theater at 3984 West Hillsborough Boulevard, Deerfield Beach, Florida 33442.
Yeah, and they have child for the children that's getting out of school in the summer. They have child discounts. He didn't say what those child discounts were. He pretty much said you pick the price. And they also have a Lux box seat. And that Lux box seat is only $4 more than the normal price. So I think he said like $11, $13 or something like that. So you can go you can go to the Lux box and you can order your food, you can order your drinks, your beer, your chicken wings, your pizza, and they will bring it right to you. And you have a nice, comfortable box there of your own there. And man, I could see that now.
And he said they offered private, no private screenings, but private rentals. Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting to that. Yeah. $200 a room, he said. $200 a room.
I see we got a lot of people from the city of Deerfield joining in from different areas watching. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you all for watching. We appreciate you all, man, so much over there, City of Deerfield Beach Government. You already know who you are. We've called you guys out, man. Doing a fantastic job over there. Keep up the good work.
That's right. Especially Rebecca Medina and her staff, Dave, and
love Rebecca.
I can't think of the other
Dave Hunt, and I think Sean. Was it Sean?
The new person.
Yeah, he's really nice.
They're all very professional, and I mean the videos that they make are great.
Yeah.
But let me let you finish with the IMAX.
Yeah, 5 stars.
Yeah,
$200 a room. So if you're Miami Dolphin fans, or if you like sports at all, you could you could go out there and you could rent the
up to 40 people.
Up to 40 people for $200. So what's that? 40? That's like what? Like what, less than 10, but $10 or whatever. What, 42?
Scott Tobin.
That's like $5.
City of
That's
Deerfield
like
Beach.
$5.
Yeah.
5 times 40. That's 220. That's 200 for $5. You know, everybody pay $5. You can rent the whole theater, but then you have to buy your
Or
chicken
not the
wings.
whole theater, but a
What
private
that,
area.
that
Yeah.
Lux box.
Yeah.
You can, then you got to buy your chicken wings and your beer, whatever. But you can watch the Miami Dolphin game, the Dallas Cowboys, the sorry Dallas Cowboys game,
Draft party.
the draft night. You want to
yeah.
have a draft night out
If
there?
y'all want to have something out there,
Yeah.
Mr. Whalen explained all of that. So go back and watch the video, the interview that we did with him. It was very informative, and
Very much.
he gave us some great knowledge of IMAX, and he explained everything to us. It was a real great interview. So,
And he's from Deerfield. He's been here.
used
in
to
Deerfield.
live here.
He
Yeah,
raised his family here in Deerfield Beach. So if you know what the Deerfield Mall is on Hillsborough and Power Line Road out there in the Deerfield Mall, you know that movie theater out there. They've refurbished it, man. Put about $3 million into it. Guys, go out there and check it out. They have we've been hearing so much about the pizza and the chicken wings and cold beer. If you drink beer, they got a full bar out there, man. So if you just want to go out and just hang out in the lobby there and have your drink or whatever, make sure you use the freebie ride. No, the freebie ride is only for the east side of town. I forgot about that, but you can't use the freebie for that.
Drive responsibly.
Be
and drink
responsible
responsibly.
and drink responsible. Have a designated driver if you go. So thank you, Mr. Whalen, for Mike Whalen, co-CEO and co-owner of the Paragon Theaters. They have a location in Coral Springs, Davie, and in Deerfield Beach. So thank you very much. Patricia Arnold. Hey, Patricia, how you doing? She said, thank you guys for always keeping us informed. Much love, Adams Brothers Podcast. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it. Say hello to Charlie, your husband Charlie, for us.
And
as
your
well.
mom and
your
everyone,
beautiful
Miss
mom.
Ernestine and all, everyone.
Yeah, yes. So the new commissioners were sworn in last week. Commissioner Chinesky, Commissioner Tom Plout, and the new mayor Todd Droskell. They were all sworn in, as well as the vice mayor Ben Preston.
Right.
They were
Following
all
year.
sworn in for the next year. Well, the vice mayor for the next year. So congratulations to all those gentlemen. We did see Commissioner Hudak and Commissioner Chinesky.
At Ben's district meeting last Thursday.
Last Thursday, we got a chance to talk to them, and thank you all for acknowledging us. Thank you, Commissioner Tom Plout,
for always acknowledging
us. He acknowledged us at the commission meeting last week. When after he was sworn in. Thank you, Commissioner Tom Plout. We appreciate you, and thank you. And we know you're going to do a good, fantastic job for the city. Just always include the people in whatever decisions you make up there. Always ask the people, and you will do good if you provide transparency, and always ask the people. You will do good. So, and that goes for all of the commissioners, the mayor, everybody.
Yeah.
So the people wanted to change, and now you have it. So,
and last week the mayor announced that he would like on the next election, the 2027 election, that he would like a bond issue on the agenda for a new city hall, a new, I believe, fire department, I know police department, and for the Pioneer Grove area to get that going. I'd like to see how would all of that, I'd like to see how it's going to play out, because I know we had a lot of people against it. I would hope that everyone would get on board. I can tell you now, I mean, I'm a taxpayer here, so I feel like I have the right. I mean, I like to see some changes, and I think I stated on here, not because we want to look like other places where we visited or whatever. I've been here all my life, and and we used to walk to school, going to Deerfield Elementary School. So that area has never changed. It had always look the same. I know how we're going to pay for it is a concern. And I think, again, if everyone just sit down and have a conversation, not argue and at each other, but sit down. I think just like we got through with the Tigna Center and other projects, the Braithwaite, we can get through this. I mean, I definitely like to see the City Hall upgraded, police department. It has been the same. That's been the same since we were kids. I mean, I'm 58 years old and nothing has too much changed. They did a little renovation here, a little renovation here. And again, like I say, I mean, the people that's concerned about the money, their concerns are legit. But again, if we just sit down and have a conversation about it, I think we can all get to somewhere where we all want to be at.
Yeah, I agree. And just in the last 2 weeks, I had the opportunity to go up to Delray Beach, and I attended the Jazz in the Park at Pompey Park in Delray Beach on the March the 22nd, Saturday, March the 22nd. And they had the boots on the ground. Where them fans at? You all know you all know the song. It's a hit all around the world. Where them fans at? And the women had their jeans and the boots on and the Daisy Duke shorts and the cowboy hats, and they were line dancing. And they had a live band playing R&B music, and they had food trucks lined up around the park. And it was just a 5-star event, grown up. I mean, grown people. There was not one fight out there. Nobody arguing. Everybody's having a good time. The weather was perfect. And again, some people don't like us comparing Deerfield to other cities, but you have to. In certain situations, you have to. Pompano, they just had a little soiree in the park. Live entertainment with Rodney Baltimore from Hot 105 Radio. Rodney was just on our show here about a month ago, hosting it. And everybody keeps asking us everywhere we go, why can't Deerfield Beach have that? Why can't Deerfield Beach have that? Why do we have to go to Delray? Why do we have to go to Pompano? We pay our taxes. We should be able to have a little event like that in the park out there, in our own city. And you know me, I love entertainment. I love music. Music relaxes me. It's therapeutic to me. I love music. So I would like to see something like that come to Deerfield Beach, where I could just go get my lawn chair and go sit out in the middle of the football field that's surrounded by food trucks and listen to some good R&B music. And I only have to go 5 minutes to get back home. So I would love to see something like that in Deerfield Beach. Excuse me. Soon. And I know that they're working on it. I'm not saying that they aren't. We know there's some changes being made, but please, we want that here. City of Deerfield Beach, Mayor and Commissioners, Mr. City Manager Rodney Brimlow, we want that here. Once or twice a year. We'd love that. Please, ma'am, sir. We like that here. And I also was in my second home, Orlando, Florida, this past weekend. Love going to Orlando. That's my second home. We have family up there. And I went to the R&B Wing Festival. And it was in the park up there. And I tell you, man, it was another 5-star event. One of our first cousins, him and his wife, they were up there in that food truck. And I tell you, that food truck, his line was almost 100 yards, 50, 60 yards long. With people standing up there, every line out there in that park, man, was lined up for the food. The people came out from 12 noon to 7 p.m. They had security there. They had Orlando police there. The music, they had the DJs were on point. They played all 80s and 90s music. All the 80s and 90s. We all know the music, that we all love. New Edition, Bobby Brown, Tevin Campbell, Frankie Beverly and Mays, you know, everything that we like, R&B. They didn't play not one rap song or nothing. They just played all R&B. And it was a nice event. The food was good. It was well attended. It was over 4,000 tickets that were sold. Everybody governed themselves accordingly. It was very well just ran by everybody, man. It was a good event. And again, I have to say, man, why we can't have this in Deerfield? And people that's from Deerfield, that graduated from Deerfield High, that live up there, some of our good friends, some of our classmates that live up there, they were like, we'd love to come back to Deerfield for something like that. We don't have the Mango Festival anymore. We love to come home for a weekend to go to hang out at a Jazz in the Park in our own community in District 2. So please, ma'am, please, sir. And we'd like to have something like that here in the future. If you could please put it in your budget somewhere. We'd love to have that. That's all. We don't ask for too much. And I know I speak for a lot of people out there watching right now. So what do you guys say about it, Wayne? I don't want to do all the talking.
I agree with you. I mean, I wish we can have something, but you know, I hear a lot of people always asking, but I don't hear them at the venues. Well, not even that. I don't even see them at Ben meeting wanting that. So free prom. I mean, they don't. They everybody say they want, but they don't want to come out and ask for those type of events. I guess they want us to come on here and say it. And no, it's a community effort. It's not just what Wayne and Daryl want. It's to me, in my opinion, it's what the community want. And like I say, we always have a community. It's kind of like when we had Sarika last week, and she says, you know, some of the stuff she was saying about, you know, we have a lot of wants and and a lot of problems, but we don't want to come out and talk. We want to sit and say, well, this commissioner don't do this, that commissioner don't do that. And all we do is want to complain and not want to come out. Ben meeting should have been packed last week. And, you know, and the people are always talking about, well, I don't know what Ben doing. Well, you come out to a meeting. Come out. Maybe you can hear what he's doing. And I don't have to cape for him, because I plan on running in 2 years, and you'll do the same thing to me. You'll say the same thing about me.
What is Wayne Adams doing? Wayne Adams not doing anything. They'll say the same thing about you too.
You know, they'll say the same thing about me. I mean, again, we judge our commissioners in District 2 on how often we see them. And that's totally unfair when you don't come out to a district meeting. You don't come out to anything else that we're trying to have. Even when the Tigner Center was going up, I saw a lot of people out there celebrating it, but I wish we had even had those many people there. During COVID, when we came out, everyone was wearing masks and spread out, and a lot of people was advocating for the Tigner Center. But we got a lot of wants in our community, but it's kind of like the Bible say about the harvest is plentiful, but the labors are few. So I look at the same way. We have a lot of wants. So I'm answering your question, what you asked me, Daryl. You know, what do I think? I think the community should come out and advocate for those things, instead of every time we see them, then they like, well, we should have this and we should have that. And when I put the meetings up, you can't say like in the past, well, I didn't find out about the meeting. I didn't know about the meeting. But you seem like it's strange. I'll never figure it out. We know about every party. We know about everything else going on, but we seem to catch amnesia in our community when it comes to attending a meeting and advocating for our community. So that's my opinion on that. People need to get out, and if that's what they want to see, and if it's stuff they don't want to see here in this community, come out. I mean, everyone's voice needs to be heard. I mean, I say it every time we come on here. I mean, I'm running for commissioner in 2027, and whoever running it doesn't matter to me. I think I got an idea, but whoever running, I'm gonna give you hell. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna give you a fight like you never saw before, and I'm gonna fight for the heart and soul of this community.
There you have it. You have it right from future commissioner's mouth right there. So if you step to him, make sure you step to him with facts. And if you think you're going to come up and talk about my brother and I'm not going to defend him, you are wrong, okay? Whoever you are out there watching from District 2, if you think you're going to come up and say something that's not true or not, you don't have any facts, we're going to eat you up, okay? So that's all we got to say about that right there. April Lewis Bolowitz said, can't we bring back the Mango Festival?
Read a comment before. She had some more comments prior to that too. I saw one from the Ocean Pearl Motel.
Ocean Pearl?
Can
I
you
didn't see it.
scroll up?
I didn't see it. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I need to go back over here because I went out and I came back in. So
Yeah.
Ocean
It's-
Pearl. Oh, there it is.
And then one said about the, hey, let's move those elections to March. And the person put a link. Miss
April
Lewis,
put it in there, yeah.
Miss Lewis, Bolowich, I don't think you have the votes right now to move the election back to, well, it was never in March.
They want to move it to November
Yeah.
with the general election.
Yeah, I think that's what she's saying now.
I mean, it would make sense, but
I think you would get a lot more people out, but that's, I mean, the commissioners
people
have,
have that different reason why they put
Right.
it in,
And
have
I
it in
ju-
March.
and I don't think you're going to get enough consensus on the commission to do that. And the Ocean Pearl Motel said, you know why Deerfield Beach can't afford an amphitheater? It's because of millions of dollars of cost overruns on every project. They finally had to fire Priscilla. Yeah, and we had Priscilla on our podcast here maybe a year or two ago, year and a half ago. I mean, I met her. My first interaction with her was on the phone, and it wasn't very good because she was, raising her voice on the phone, and she didn't know who I was, and I didn't know who she was. But finally we met. She came on our podcast. Actually, I met her and we talked. But yeah, Priscilla had a lot of things going on with the drainage project and the pier, the cost overruns on the pier. And I can remember.
And the drainage too.
Yeah, I just
But
said
to
the
her,
drainage.
to her credit, she didn't and we worked in underground utilities for 25 years with the city of Deerfield Beach. You could assume the price and what's it's going to cost, but once you dig down to the main, the water mains, and we know this firsthand, nobody can tell us anything different. We're not telling you what we heard, we're telling you what we know. Okay, we worked for 25 years in water and sewer, putting in pipe and backflows and water meters and fire hydrants and all that. We did that. Okay. So we've done it.
But the
We've done it all.
overruns came on the pier. It
Yeah.
didn't come on the drainage. It
But,
came on the pier.
But my point was, a lot of times you dig down to things, you might find something that you didn't anticipate, and it's going to cost more money.
Yeah.
Maybe deeper. You might come up across something that's broken. 50 feet up, and you got to, instead of replacing 10 feet, you got to replace 50 feet. So you have to always assume that there's going to be.
And they put that
overruns,
in the contract.
Right.
They put that in the contract when they do it. But it was like one night, she came totally unprepared to the commission meeting, and I think they knocked off like 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, maybe more than that. Mr. Hertz, I see him. He's here. He can probably attest to that. But they went in the back and they negotiated, and the contractor was able to knock out so much. And I mean, in the mail, rightfully so. Former Mayor Bill Gans was upset, and he told them don't ever come prepared to a meeting like that. And if it's one thing, I agree. No department head, and this, if I win, and I plan on winning, don't come to the commission meeting unprepared. I'm not gonna be like the mayor, but I would expect two. And I think if anyone was in that position, you would expect your department heads who are paid nice salaries to come prepared. If to come to the commission meeting prepared, and that did not happen. I mean, I don't know. I heard some other things with Priscilla that went on, an arrest, something about an arrest. I saw that. I knew about it.
We just didn't talk about it.
Didn't talk about it.
We had heard about it.
I didn't think
it's
it was.
unfortunate that happened
Yeah.
to her, because truth be told, and I feel like telling them, we've all done something that we should have gone to jail for. Okay, We've all gotten into arguments with our ex-boyfriends and girlfriends and wives and husbands and all of this and that. So you've all done it. I've done it just like you all. Some of us just got away with it. Some of us didn't. Okay. So whatever happened, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah, me either. And I'm sorry she ended up losing her job behind her. Probably, I believe that probably was one of the reasons too, being that she was in a high position. But I mean, I hadn't got to know Priscilla, and I know the some of the men and women that works there now under Priscilla, like Patrick Otley. Patrick Otley is a great knowledgeable supervisor that works over in the environmental services department. He knows his job.
Big dog.
He knows his job, so he is more than qualified over there in that department. We know some of the other people that's I don't know too many people now, because most of them now, I would say probably 50 or 60% of them are gone now since the time.
There's still 6 or 7 of them out there that worked with us when we were still there.
But Priscilla had it's unfortunate she ended up losing a job. But back to what I was saying, I would hope no department head in the future comes there and does that, come unprepared to the commission meeting. And you get to the back and you have to negotiate a price of the pier. And I just hope that was unfortunate. And I just hope that it don't happen no more, that these new commissioners have to go off, because I'm quite sure you're going to be held to that pretty much that same standard that Priscilla was being held to.
And we, Wayne and I were talking this weekend, and we added up the years that our family, the Adams family, has dedicated to the city of Deerfield Beach, and it was over 100 years. Total of 100 years. Our dad worked to the city of Deerfield for 30 years. Wayne worked to the city for 25. I worked there for 25. We have a nephew that's been there for 7 years. And we have 2 nieces that were former city of Deerfield Beach employees. You add all of that up together, and it's about over 100 years worth of service that the Adams family has put back into this community, and worked hard for the taxpayers here in Deerfield Beach. So we paid our dues, man. We have a right to sit behind these microphones and talk and sometimes criticize
and be accurate, but we have to be accurate with our information that we putting out. And just like Daryl said, we try to be accurate.
Jelly Roll, we worked in the water and sewer department, okay, in engineering and utilities, which is now known as environmental services. So we worked a lot of years out there, man, and I enjoyed it. It was like 75% good, and the other 25 it wasn't so good, So
like at every job.
We didn't have good directors and
back then
managers back then like we have now. The department heads now, they're much better these days. So we didn't have
it was hell back then. Trust me.
Yeah, it was.
So but we weathered that storm, and we here right now.
So, we made it through. We made it through, and it was something else.
Well, I don't want to look backwards. I kind of remember what former Mayor Bill Gans said on here when I told him that. He said, "Well, you sometimes you have to look backwards." Yeah, you do. You have to look backwards sometimes in order to appreciate where you're going and to learn, prepare yourself for the future. Mr. Brown, we don't know where amphitheater will go at. I'm quite sure if everyone again get together, I'm quite sure we can come up with something. Thanks, City of Deerfield Beach.
Thank you, City of Deerfield Beach. I have the perfect place for an amphitheater. If you can't find the place for it, I have the perfect place. I'm not going to share it here on the live right now, but I think I did mention it to Mr. Warner. I have the perfect place for it. You have to get with some other officials, but I have the perfect place for it. Get with me if you need to know what the best place that I think you should put the amphitheater. I have the place, and there's plenty of land, plenty of space. in this area to put it. So
Yeah.
that's all I'm going to say on that. Ocean Pearl Motel. He said, did you guys ever discuss on the air the bogus Terry Scott faith-based meet and greet on February 26th with Pastor Times and Keith Williams? No, we didn't.
No, and I'm quite sure it'll be a time and a place for you
Yeah,
to address that.
no, we didn't discuss that. We heard about it, but
Yeah, we heard about it. Actually, we saw you and him going back and forth on I believe it was the stabbing or something.
yeah.
We saw y'all going back and forth on there.
We saw, but we didn't,
what he
we didn't
said.
say anything.
No.
We just let you guys hash it
No.
out a little bit. But yeah, we heard about it, but don't know if enough facts. Yeah, we've heard, both sides, but we rather just kind of like stay out of that.
Mr.
So,
Hirsch, you know how those Deerfield Beach
Yeah.
politics are. I think everyone that's been here a while know the Deerfield Beach politics and know how they
nasty
can
they
be.
can get.
I just hope it don't get that way in the next 2 years. But I'm prepared for their dirty tricks because they're already scheming now. So
Yeah, they're saying little things about my brother now.
I'm prepared for their little dirty
Such
tricks.
people
But they can't say anything about me.
from
'cause
my own community too.
I lived I have always lived a outstanding life. So if you want to disagree because some girlfriend with me or whatever you want to disagree about someone like that or what else you got, I ain't never been to jail. I ain't never been in no trouble. Never gave my parents no trouble. My community work speaks for itself here.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you want to talk about something, if you want to, you don't like me because of this or that, then hey,
There's
then
there's
get
a
in
motive.
line.
There's a alternative motive behind all of that.
But as far as me,
They want another candidate.
I'm just as qualified, I think, to be commissioner as anyone else that sat in that seat. So hey, I might not can speak as articulate as them or have the degrees that they have, but I have common sense, and I think I know how to comprehend what I'm
you
reading.
can do all of that. Just like them.
I can
Yes,
do
you can.
any and everything that anyone that ever sat in
Don't
that
sell
seat,
yourself short for them.
that sat in that seat can do, and better.
There you go.
And they can't say that I don't live in Deerfield Beach either, because I've been here all my life, all 58 years of my life. I've been here, so they don't have nothing to attack me on. They're gonna try to go by
What
something.
platform are you going to run on? That's what they
yeah.
want to know.
Well,
what platform is he going to run on?
When that time comes, I'll come with my platform. Okay,
Moving silence.
And that's right.
Moving silence.
And I don't have to sit and say, but I have a good plan for this city moving forward. And like I say, I'll say this right here. I'll be a good damn commissioner here for this city. And I know the criticism comes with the position. I'm prepared for that. I'm prepared for all the attacks from people that laugh in my face. From all of it.
Our face.
Well, I'm speaking, the people that laugh in our face and my face. I'm prepared for all of that. I got tough skin. If it's one thing, I think anyone that knows
Broad
me
shoulders.
know tough skin and broad shoulders. So most of the stuff that will be said about me, I'm gonna ignore as much as I can. But if I have to check you, I have no problem, whether you male or female. Just make sure that when you do, you come correct. That's all I ask for.
Well, you've already given them. There's your admonition right there to whoever and whatever. You can start strategizing right now.
Yeah.
All you want, it's not going to work. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and again, you think you're going to attack my brother and I'm not going to say anything? You not only my brother can handle himself. Okay, I don't have to do anything, but I will.
Because we know how
will.
we know the politics get dirty here in Deerfield Beach.
Look what they did to Dan Hurst and Todd Drosky just now. I mean, it was nasty.
Yeah, I saw a lot of
Politics
stuff.
can get nasty out in the other districts too. It can get really nasty.
At least Mr. Plot say him and Mr. Chapman,
yeah.
they shook hands the day
And
I
that's-
believe
that's
he
what you're
said,
supposed to do.
and I would hope again that the race here in Deerfield Beach can be a race.
Classic campaign. Run a
That's
classic
right.
race.
Because I'm a man, and I mean, I'm gonna try to take the high road. I don't have to go low to get my point across or make my point. But I already know the tricksters that's out there. I know the tricksters that's in our community, and these political pimps and everything else that's here in our community. Yeah. I know them, and I know the dirty games that they play.
Yeah, we'll read what Iris Colbert. Hey, Iris, how you doing, by the way?
And I thank you, Iris.
Iris Colbert said, your whole family is love. There you go.
But you know what? I saw something earlier today, Iris. Let me read what I saw earlier today, and it struck me. It struck me very much. And it was from we call her our little sister. She goes by the city gatekeeper on Facebook, but her name is Pastor Nakenya Robinson. We call her our little sister. And she said, no matter how much you love the hood really will never love you back the same. And that is so correct. That was very powerful what she wrote. And one thing about me, I don't have those expectations about a lot of people. So those expectations, I don't look for everyone to love me, and that's cool and that's fine. But I think anyone that ever encountered me, know that I don't care who you are, I have been cordial towards you, and I speak to everyone. If it's one thing my parents taught me was respect. And I know a lot of people that I run into, and they'll look at me, and me and my brother, at some point, I hope I don't have to ever name their names, but I done walked in Cracker Barrel, me and my brother looked them right in the face, and we spoke to them, and they didn't speak. And I see it all the time, and I know who those people are, but I don't look to be loved by everyone, and that's just it. I don't look for that. I know the criticism come with the job. And something interesting too, I was talking to someone here last week, and they told me, they said, well, I hear you running for commissioner. I said, yes, I am. And they said, well, I'm gonna tell you right now, just because I know you or whatever, I'm gonna hold you accountable. So, and I told them, I say, I don't have a problem with no one holding me accountable. But what I will say, this is, if you're gonna hold me accountable for 2 years from now, because I can't run and start campaigning until next year, next fall sometime, somewhere next year, 2026. But if you're gonna hold me and anyone in the future that's talking about they're gonna hold me accountable, well, I want you to start right now with that commission that's sitting in office right now. I want you to hold the mayor accountable. I want you to hold every commissioner that's sitting up there starting right now accountable. So if you're gonna talk about holding me accountable, and I don't run until 2 years from now, I want you to keep that same energy, and I want you to keep that same smoke for the commissioners and the mayor that's in there now. Because I didn't say nothing. I said something at first, but when I got off the phone with that person and I really, really thought about it, I'm like, okay, I don't have no problem being held accountable, but I want you to start 2 years from now. I want you to start 2 years early before I get there and hold me accountable. Instead of holding me accountable, I want you to hold everyone up there accountable the same way you expecting about holding me accountable. Because I'm going to say this, and some people might not like this. Always notice, everyone wants to hold Vice Mayor Preston accountable. And I'm talking to people in my district, District 2. Black people I'm talking to right now. They love to flex on the black commissioner up there. And I hope no one take this the wrong way, what I'm saying.
Say it.
But y'all don't flex on the white commissioners up there like that. So don't come trying to flex on the black person, the black man or woman that's in this district that's for commissioner. You flex on them. I want you to flex on the other commissioners the same way. And I had to say that because I get tired of people in our district wanting to all the time flex on the black person, the black commissioner over here in our district. Well, regardless of who it is, they always want to flex on them, but they don't never hold them to that same standard that They don't never hold whoever else, and you vote for the mayor citywide,
commission.
but you never hold them. You never have that smoke and that same fire for them. So if you're gonna hold me accountable, hold all of them accountable too. That's all I got to say on that.
Yeah, I always have to refer back to the Bible. The Bible in Psalms 3, the Bible says, Lord, I have so many enemies. So many people are rising up against me. Lord, you are like a shield that keeps me safe. So there's some scripture from the Bible. So you think about that scripture I just read right there. It's not going to work. Okay.
No.
So,
and we have a commission meeting tomorrow night. I wanted to be clear on that too. We have a commission meeting tomorrow night at City Hall, April 1st. And I don't think that's an April 1st. That's not an April 1st joke. We do have a regular commission meeting tomorrow night. So
7 p.m.
If you don't go watch it in person, you can watch it via YouTube, Zoom. You can join in. Anything you want to say, anything, if you want to comment on any agenda item, you can comment on it. And I advise everyone to find out what's going on in your community. Just find out, just because we have a lot of important things coming up too. So just make yourself aware. We have amnesty program for people with code violations. If you would have came to the meeting and you have some type of code violation, Vice Mayor Preston and the person from code enforcement explained that last week. Like I say again, we have an amnesty program. We have other programs here throughout the city. Forgiveness programs. A lot of people, some people came last week asking about pre-prom. And I'm gonna say this. I was told that someone from the city told them out there at the Tigner Center, told them because they wanted to have pre-prom on May 17th, I believe it was. And I was told someone at the city, and I don't want to throw nobody's name out there because I don't know if that's, I don't know the person's name, but I know who they're talking about, said that the Tigner Center the Tigner Center would be occupied by the Deerfield Packer Rattlers on May 17th. Did a little calling around them, and the Packer Rattlers say that they have no knowledge of any events on May 17th at the Tigner Center. So, I mean, and you know, some people were saying that the Parks and Recreation Department did not want them. They believe in theory, the Park and Recreation Department did not want them to have the event out there. And maybe the person that told them that did not know. I mean, I don't know, but I would hope that that is cleared up. And if they, because a lot of people, former commissioner and state rep, Commissioner Gwendolyn Clark Reed, she spoke on it. Some of the residents in the audience, I believe Janet Mann Garner, I just access, you know, for the city to try to find some money. And I know it's not a city event. I know it's not a school board event. No one have to school me on that. I'm well aware of that. That the city can find it in their heart, and that's what I'm asking right now.
For 1 year,
that the city
can
find
raise
it
their own money
in their heart, at least to help them out with in-kind services. Patrol deputies from the Broward Sheriff Office, and a place to have it at. But I would hope they can do that, and I can hope that the teens can go on May 17th and have that, because I was told, they were told that all the Deerfield Beach facilities are taken up that day, are reserved. So again, I don't know. I just know they were told that the Packer Rattlers would have the Tigner Center on May 17th. I made some calls around myself, and I was told that the Rattlers are not. So I don't know. I just hope that it may be miscommunication. I just hope that that can be squared away, and I can hope that the kids can have a good pre-prom, and the parents and everyone in the future are gonna have to get together and they're going to have to come before the commission and ask for that money. Not me and Daryl on here. This is a community effort again. Come and ask for that. The budget hearings start in June, I believe. If someone from the city, if they know, can put when the budget
when
hearings
does the budget
start.
hearing start?
Anyone from the
City of
city?
Deerfield Beach government.
The budget hearings start. We would need everyone, those that want the pre-prom, to come out beforehand and ask for the money. Do it the right way. Plan for 2026 right now, and let's do it the right way. So we want to read what Dan, we're going to get to your comment too. The Ocean Pearl Motel, LaWanda, said 800 voters voted from District 2 in the election. 8.3 turnout, worst of 4 districts. Yes, we have some of the worst turnout here. And like I say, we have everyone over here but nobody wants to get out and vote.
We complain the most.
But we vote less. So, I mean, that traditionally, I mean, I just pray to God that I can get out and touch the people and energize them to come out and vote in the 2027 election here for District 2. I hope that our podcast can continue to energize the people to come out and vote. I don't know. That's always been a task here for us here. Whenever the election has went on, that is a tall task. I just hope we can change minds. I'll let you read that comment there if you want.
LaWanda Pat said the reasoning I received was that staff would not be available.
Pre-prom.
They would be at the beach for another city event. That was for, I guess that was for concerning the pre-prom. So maybe, I don't know, that's what LaWanda Pack is saying.
Yeah, and some people were saying that the Packer Rattlers had the building that event. Day. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. What is it? The boat show, LaWanda? I mean, it was something with the boat. Okay, it was a boat show or something.
Boat show?
Yeah, I remember those things were very big in when Larry Dejan was here. Maybe they can find a way. Hopefully, we can find a way that staff can be over there available for that to go on. I think it's a doable thing for the kids to enjoy that day. But I just think in the future, as I said before, that with the parents and the committee gonna have to get ahead of this, and in the future, so that we won't have this to ever happen again.
And also the people that wants to have the pre-prom start after this year. As soon as it's over, the next day, start trying to raise some funds so you don't have to ask the city for funds next year. I mean, maybe they could just do some in-kind services like donate the stage or something like that. But
protection.
Start trying to raise your own money, because it's not a city event. Okay, it started at the high school, and the high school, we all know, is run by Broward County Schools. The city somehow got involved, and now everybody thinks that the city of Deerfield Beach is obligated to run this, but you are wrong. You are 100% wrong. Okay, it's not a city of Deerfield Beach event, people. Okay, it's not. If it was, we would tell you. It's not a city of Deerfield Beach event.
Cause y'all stay on this. Y'all jump on this. Stay on next year. Definitely. Y'all get something together, and the budget hearings start in June, I believe, and submit everything you want then, or whoever, to the Park and Rec director or to the Vice Mayor, Ben Preston. Y'all work with him. He's here. Vice Mayor Preston, regardless of what anyone say, he will work. He believes in community engagement for the young people. He believes in educational things for this community. So I think if everyone work together, we can pull it off. We can pull it off this year.
I'll make a donation. I'll make a $25 donation. Have a raffle off a TV or something like that, a flat screen TV. I'll buy some tickets. You know what I'm saying? Just have a plan A
In place.
you know, in case the city doesn't have the funds. Everything is tight here right now. They don't have all the money that you think they have. You know, they have a reserve, but that's there for a reason. Okay, so you have to start raising your own money, people. This is not a City of Deerfield Beach event. LaWanda Pack said the pre-prom was not solely funded by the city in the past. It wasn't.
And Denisha Moore said Ocean Brews was what I was originally told. After the meeting, they were told the Rattler. So again, even with that other event going on, I would hope the pre-prom, I don't know how long it lasts. Hopefully we can get staff. I think we got enough people here in this city, and I don't know the operation, and I'm not trying to guess, but I would hope that we can get other staff to just for a few hours to help the kids out, help the kids
just
out
for this year.
Well, not even past. I mean, let's look at it in the future. If there's something that a partnership can be developed, I would hope something can continue
but they
on.
need to start having fundraisers so they don't have to do this. You know?
Denisha Moore said, being honest, we just need a location. I believe we have enough support to make it happen.
And you do have enough support.
And that's good.
You do have enough support, cuz you do.
And maybe, like I say again, maybe and I'll let you know I always put when the budget hearings start. I like to get our community District 2 more engaged in the budget process, the budget hearings in June. So I just hope again I just hope we can the city can still come to something to
let's
further that. But we're gonna
move on to the hot topic that we've been talking about before we get off of here. We're gonna move on to Pastor Marvin Sapp. And you know the hot topic about Pastor Marvin Sapp has been and it's big in the black churches and in churches in general, is about tithing and offering. And most of the pastors around this country, they believe in quoting Malachi 3. Will you rob God of what? Tithes and offering. That's what pastors have been taught and been, been groomed to say all these years. It's in the Bible. It is in the Bible. But I always tell people you have to read the Bible for yourself. Don't rely on a man or a woman to interpret the Bible for you. You can read, you can comprehend. You went to school, you graduated from high school, you graduated from college, you have degrees.
I understand why.
Read the Bible for yourself, and then you don't have to have a man or a woman tell you what's in the Bible and what it's saying.
And you don't have to graduate from school to
understand
you don't. And comprehend.
No, but my point is, everybody can. Most people, I can't say everybody, but most people that I know can read and comprehend. Okay, read the Bible for yourself, and read from the beginning, the book of Genesis, where it tells you, it lays out the foundation of the Bible about cattle. And when you bring your cattle and your goods to the storehouse, and then the priest is supposed to distribute that money back out to the people. So a lot of people say, hey, that's not what's happening. So the big thing has been going on. I think it happened about a year ago. I don't know. From what I'm hearing,
video of Marvin Sapp.
Yeah.
No, that happened
just recently.
Yeah.
Well, they were getting ready to take the tithes and offering, and Pastor Marvin Sapp, who's a well-known gospel recording artist and singer and pastor,
lost his wife here a few years ago.
Lost his wife. Condolences to his wife, and he told the people, the ushers to close the doors. He didn't say lock the doors. He said close the doors. Now, when you listen to this audio, he clearly says close the doors. He didn't say lock the doors. He said close the doors. Okay. But he asked 1,000 people for online to give $20, and the people in the pulpit to give 100. So we're gonna let you listen to
this
the
audio.
audio, and it's a hot topic, and then we'll chime in on it once it's get done. Yeah. So again, while Wayne is queuing up that audio,
It's ready right now. I'm getting ready to go. So listen to this. This is Pastor Marvin Sapp at his church. Just listen to it, and you be the judge for yourself.
There's 1,000 of you. I said, close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. I just think $20 is a lot of money. $20, believe it or not, when my late wife, Melinda P. Sapp, was alive, was a good date. I could take her to the movies, buy a box of popcorn, get 1 soda, 2 straws. I wasn't cheap. That's swag. I was looking in her eyes. She's looking in mine. Can't do that no more. Now, everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. I got you. Let's see. So put your 20 away, preachers. That 20 wasn't for you. And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or even if you're giving tangibly, I'm gonna have y'all come to the altar and give it, because I need to see 1,000 people moving. Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folk. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand take your phone and stick it on the bucket. Shh. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. This ain't the time to talk. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000 people online need to give $20. This is easy, saints. This is an easy miracle. We should be able to raise $40,000 tonight just from y'all giving. That's it.
Now, what you guys think about that? Now, we're not gonna be whole Bible study here, and some people read the Bible more than others. Some people have read the Bible 2 or 3 times. Like, look, we that's not what we're here. We're not coming on here, so don't start putting all in the comments about debating and this and that. We're not going to debate you all. Okay, we're just talking about. We don't care how much you know about the Bible, so don't even start. We're just talking about this tithing. We're talking about tithing and how Pastor Marvin Sapp said to close the doors because he wanted that tithing. Some people, a lot of pastors, I mean, they hit hard on that, and that has ran a lot of people in the Black community away from
in every community,
away from the church. And it's not just the Black church. It's just because a lot of people, the young people today, a lot of people think that it's all about money. They only want your money. They only care about your money. And we've had podcasts about why the church is empty. We've had different pastors and bishops on here, and we've been talking about that. We've been trying to get to the root of it, and we've been trying to get people back in the church. But a lot of people believe that they don't want to go to church because they only want your money. One guy, Gail McFadden, said when she was on here, she said one young man told her he went to church one Sunday and he felt like when he left there, he felt like he had gotten robbed. He said literally they passed the plate around every 10 or 15 minutes. He said, I felt like I got robbed. So again, it's what you think. Again, you have to read the Bible and interpret the Bible for yourself. And don't let people tell you what's in the Bible. You all can read. You read the newspaper, you sit on TikTok and look at TikTok all day. You sit on Instagram and Facebook and you look at videos and you sit until you fall asleep with the phone or the iPad and your laptop in the bed with you. But you won't pick up the Bible and try to understand what the word is saying.
And I saw a lot of comments on Facebook. I saw one person, I'm not going to call their name. Maybe they care if I do or don't, but it said, why do we have a problem with the leader asking the people to give, but don't have a problem with the people coming to the church for the church to give 20,000 church haters over $20? I don't think it was people hating. As I responded to that post, I said that I think it was more or less when he emphasized close the door. And he said it like about 3 times. He said, close the door. Ushers, close the door. That's what I think the outrage came from.
That's what it is.
I don't think it had nothing to do with giving. People have been giving to churches for years. But a lot of people I saw online was comment and said, when he said close the doors, that sounded like they were being held hostage, or it was like a kidnapping from, I'm paraphrasing from what some people online were saying. Me personally, if I had been sitting in there, I mean, if I chose to give, I'll give. If not, then I'm not giving a darn thing. I mean, and that's just how I feel. That they can go talk about close the door all they want. When I get ready to leave, I'm leaving. I mean, I don't want to make no scene, but I'm going to leave. And I just hope no one would put someone there and try to stop you from leaving. I mean,
and I work with a young man who has read the Bible. He's on his 4th time reading the Bible right now. And I actually learned some things from him. He gave me some pointers. And he's read that Bible. He knows the Bible. For 30 plus, late 30s, he's read the Bible 4 times. Okay, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but he's on his 4th time reading it. He knows the Bible. Okay, and he's totally against tithing. You know, he said that's not what the Bible says,
and that's his opinion.
That's his opinion. He has a right to his opinion, and about tithing. You know, some people, everybody has a different opinion about. We're not saying you're right or you're wrong, but the only thing I'm saying is, and I'm talking about me. If you read the Bible, read it and get your own understanding of what the book is telling you. Everything is in there. You might have to read it 2 or 3 times in order to get the understanding. You don't just read it and go on to the next. You go back and read it again and read it again and read it and consult with your financial. Not financial advisor, but your spiritual advisor, your priest or whoever, consult with them, and then some people, a lot of people just feel like the church is all about your money and they don't want to go there. But why should I have to pay a man to tell me what's in the Bible? It should be free. Salvation is free. That's what the young people today are saying. Salvation is free. You shouldn't have to pay for salvation. So,
and we know the church need they
have to operate,
water and all that. We
definitely have to operate.
We definitely have to understand that, so no one don't have to because we gonna heard that over and over and over and over before. But for what we're talking about now is what Marvin Sapp said, and I don't think that was hate, because what about all the other times people gave and money was misused at various churches? So it goes both ways. I mean,
one
they
pastor
also
said
talked
he wanted
about
a jet, didn't he? Well, a plane.
Yeah, I can't think of that guy's name. He wanted that jet. I mean, somebody in the chat put his name in the chat.
Put his name in the chat.
I can't think of the guy's name. I know.
Georgia or somewhere. He wanted them a jet. I know y'all can do it, and this and that. I don't have a jet or a little jet, a personal plane. I don't have that.
And if they want to buy that, Creflo Dollar.
Creflo Dollar. That's his name.
Thank you, Mr. Israel.
Thanks, there.
And you know, if that's what they choose to get him, then get it. But I won't be giving my money towards yeah, Joel Osteen. It's a lot of them out there. I mean,
Joel,
I saw this video the other day too with, I believe the lady name was Paula White, or she was doing this, Paula White, or one of those people. I mean, she was asking for $40,000 or something. So, I'll as soon as I get a chance, I'll put that one when I can on our TikTok or whatever page where I can put it where I don't want Facebook trying to take nothing down, but where she was asking the same thing. So I mean,
and it's not every
the
pastor.
outrage is the same, you know, to the person that wrote, "Why do we have a problem?" I mean, I don't think it's no 20,000 haters.
Yeah, no.
I just think it was just the way he said close the doors, and he kind of emphasized it. That's what I think made a lot of people uneasy. Just me in theory. I saw it, I laughed because I thought it was really funny. Did I get outraged about it? No, because I give my money to the church and I do it, you know, like I want to, like I choose to.
Some people, when we saw one pastor on social media, I mean, they were really in their feelings about tithing. They were really in their feelings about, you know, going here and going there, but you're not paying your tithes and this and that. And again, it's the young people that are saying, you know, that, you know, that's not what the Bible is saying and this and that. And it's the young people, you know, you have to reach these young people. They're the ones that's out there saying that, you know, that they're not going to go and give the pastor all the money and it's all about the bishop and the big, or these churches join these organizations, it's the people at the top making all the money. You know, this is what the young people are saying. Look, we were raised up in the church, okay,
but I ain't no fool either now and just gonna give my money blindly to something or no.
Some people say, you know, get behind in your mortgage 3 or 4 months and go to the church after you pay your tithes for so many years and go and ask the church to pay your mortgage and they'll tell you to go ask God for the money. They won't. So a lot of churches won't help you, you know, after you've been a faithful tither. So that's what a lot of people are pissed off about, you know. Look, me, I pay my tithes, you know, but I'm not a fool. I'm not going to go and pay my tithes over my mortgage at my house.
I know.
I'm not going to do that. And I don't care what pastor out there watching right now. I'm not going to do that. And truth be told, and I feel like telling them, they wouldn't do it either. They'll tell you that that's part of their job.
Of course.
So again, I love it. And most of these pastors are doing the right thing. They are helping the community, and they are giving back and everything. And Pastor Nakenya Robinson from Pompano,
great pastors around.
Pastor Nakenya Robinson, she said, this is a quote she put on social media. She said, "Take money out of church and you will see who was called to serve." Take money out of church and you will see who was called to preach the word, the gospel. And that's from Pastor Nakenya Robinson out of Pompano Beach. She used to live here in Deerfield. And I was like, wow, that's pretty powerful for another pastor to put that on there, because she feeds the homeless every day. And she invites them into her business to get a free outfit every day and free shoes every day, and give them a free meal, let them take a shower. And I mean, her work is unmatched. You know what I'm saying? Pastor Nakenya Robinson, if she's on social media, look her up, man. She has a city church in Pompano Beach.
But I don't think no one should get mad if people don't decide to give. I mean, I don't think no one should get mad if people give, and I don't think no pastor or whoever else should get mad if the people don't give. I mean, that's just my belief.
We're just echoing what people tell us. That's all. I pay my tithes, and anybody know me, my pastor knows that I pay my tithes, but I'm not gonna be no fool about it either. I have 5 grandkids, you know, so my grandkids come first. I'm not going to, not pay my mortgage or whatever and go give the church all my money. I'm not going to do that. Bernard and Josephine Adams didn't raise no fools now. They raised some intelligent, and I'm not saying that nobody else is fools. I'm just telling you, this is my opinion. I'm talking strictly for me. So whatever you believe in tithing, man,
do it if you choose to.
Do it if you believe in it. You do it. If you don't, if you have questions about it, however way you feel about it, the only thing my admonition is to you, and it's to just tell you to read. And it's not an admonition. It's just my suggestion is to tell you just to read the Bible for yourself. Okay, read it for yourself and get your own understanding of what God is saying in the Bible, and that's it. That's all I got to say about it.
Yeah, don't let no one force you or bully you or make you feel guilty about giving of anything to anyone. Don't, and not just the church. This goes for anything. Don't never let no one make, again, bully, force, or make you feel guilty about giving. I mean, that's just my opinion, not just on the church, on anything. So again, that's me. Also, I wanted to add before we get off, because it's 8:18 now. I wanted to say they are having a
building dedication.
Well, that too, because I see they have the city has posted that now too, but they're going to have a rally on April 5th. We got a press release of a rally.
Hands Off? Is it Hands Off?
It's definitely called Hands Off, the Hands Off rally. And it's going to be around the city. It's going to be, one of them is going to be at the intersection of Southwest 10th Street and Southwest 6th Avenue. One of them is going to be east of I-95 on the north side of 10th Street. And these are protests against some of Donald Trump policies. So for those that want to go, you are welcome to attend. The information, if you want to know about the information is on our podcast page. That is there. Also, the dedication for our dad, Bernard Adams, is going to be held on April 12th. And that's going to be from at 9 a.m. in the morning to 11 p.m. 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. on April 12th. And that's going to be the dedication for the building over by the graveyard on 4th Street. That whole complex is going to be named, it's already named right now. It's named the Bernard Adams Municipal Complex. His name is on the building and his name is on the signs. That's a great dedication. Thank you to the former Deerfield Beach Mayor Bill Gans, former Commissioner Barney Parnas, and everyone, the ones that's on the commission right now, Vice Mayor Drosky, Mayor Todd Drosky, Vice Mayor Ben Preston, Commissioner Mike Hudak, everyone that's on there. Thank everyone for that dedication. As I said in the past, those dedications are very monumental here, because you don't have too many buildings here in our city, in our district, of that magnitude named after a Black person. So that is a great honor bestowed on our father, Bernard Adams, for his community service, not because he was just no employee. Former Mayor Bill Gans made that clear last year when he bestowed, when it was voted on, and he said, not because Mr. Adams was a city employee. That's just one phase of what my dad has did, and it's nothing to do to the Rattlers' part. But my dad was on committees. Rest in peace, former Commissioner Sylvia Portier. She put my dad on numerous of boards. My dad, I think he said something about he was the chairperson over some of the same sidewalks, the beautifications that we have right now that we're able now as adults and our kids and grandkids can enjoy. My dad was on those boards long time ago back in the 70s. Growing up, we hardly ever saw our dad because he was gone. He was gone,
Out there
not
with
in
the
the streets,
Rattlers.
but he was out there doing
Yeah.
community service on boards in the city here for Commissioner Sylvia Portier. He was with the Rattlers and working. So, I mean, the Rattlers. Somebody I know, some idiot gonna say, "Well, what they named the building after him because it was the Rattlers."
Yes, they did. Okay,
Not just
whatever,
the Rattlers. It was his
whatever
community.
they want to
It was his community service.
Yeah, I was gonna have some people in
That the building was named after him. His community service. Again, community service is why the building and the whole complex was named after him. Again, just past Saturday, we had the Women's Hall of Fame that was out at the Tigner Center. And congratulations to all the ladies that were honored. The pictures are on the City of Deerfield Beach website. You go there, they took some awesome pictures. Man, the pictures were great. So go there and check that out. Like I say again, the commission meeting is tomorrow, April 1st at 7:00 p.m. at City Hall. I'm trying to think if it's anything else, City of Deerfield Beach, that I missed. Y'all welcome to stick it into the. Y'all welcome to stick. If I missed anything, y'all definitely can put it in the chat. Daryl, tell us about the Easter egg hunt.
I don't have the information in front of me, but I know they have an Easter egg hunt coming up here pretty soon. You can go to the City of Deerfield Beach website, www.deerfield-beach.com, and go on there and click on there. You'll see where exactly when the Easter egg hunt is going to happen. I don't have it here in front of me.
I see it now.
Go ahead and read it.
Yeah, actually, it's on April 12th too.
Yeah, it's at the middle school.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's at the middle school.
The event is from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. On April 12th. So that's the City of Deerfield Beach is excited to announce the upcoming spring egg hunt at the middle school athletic complex, 501 Southeast 6th Avenue. So yeah, that's one. And let me look for anything else.
It's also my granddaughter Zaria, my oldest grandchild, Zaria Burton Adams. It's gonna be her birthday as well, so it's gonna be a big day.
And another. Go on, finish what you were saying.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
Yeah, another Dixie Highway Corridor Community Outreach and Rezoning Project preliminary findings meeting will be April 21st, 2025, and that will be at the Tigner Center. Yeah.
It's my birthday.
Yeah, that'll be your birthday.
April
from 6:30
21st,
p.m. to 8 p.m. at April 21st at the Tigner Center. Again, that's going to be the Dixie Highway Corridor Community Outreach and Rezoning Project preliminary findings. The meeting will be April 21st from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the Tigner Center. And the Arbor Day tree giveaway pre-giveaway registration goes live April 1st, and it says the city will celebrate Earth Month with the annual Arbor Day tree giveaway on Saturday, April 26th at the Bernard Adams Municipal Complex, 401 Southwest 4th Street, Deerfield Beach. The giveaway will take place from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Looking for any more City of Deerfield Beach news?
I think that was it.
Actually, the Butler House is it's a lot of things going on April 12th, the day of the dedication. The Deerfield Beach Historical Society is thrilled to announce the Butler Bash Historical Block Party, a community celebration marking 100 years of Deerfield Beach history. The family-friendly event will take place on Saturday, April 12th, 2025. Yes, and I always say, and I'm proud of the Adams heritage here. My Adams family came to Deerfield Beach in 1913, so we have well been here in Deerfield Beach. The Adams The Adams family have been here in Deerfield Beach well over 100 years, since 1913. So I'm proud of that family heritage that we have here in our great city of Deerfield Beach.
Joanne Duncan Smith, thank you for joining us. Elizabeth Crockett, Angelique Leggett up there in North Carolina. Hey, Black, what's going on now? My good longtime friend there, Angelique Leggett. Good to see you here joining us here tonight. LaWanda Pack Jelly Roll. Yeah, everybody know Jelly Roll. Thank you all for watching. We've been on here since 6 p.m. We haven't had dinner yet. I've been drinking a little bit of this Moscato here in my red cup right here. So we getting ready to hop off of here, man. I think that is about it. We want to thank you all for
thanks for all the comments.
Rocking.
I see all the comments in the
thank you all
chat.
for rocking with us,
all
man.
the comments.
Yeah.
My dad was more than a lot of things of more than what I named. Definitely, and I like to thank everyone for the kind comments.
Yeah.
It's a lot of strong Black men and women made all of us here in this community, and some named, some unnamed. I hope one day that they can all be recognized.
Absolutely.
In some way, shape, or form. I mean, we're gonna continue to do it on our podcast.
Yeah,
I mean,
you better know it.
if y'all got history, give it to us. Y'all write it up and give it to us. I mean, we don't mind posting it. We here for the community. You got a community announcements. We're here for your community announcements. If you got something to church, if your church want to do something, advertise something, we here. I mean, and y'all, please don't forget our Cash App is up.
Yep.
It's on the ticker right now. If you want to donate by Cash App, Adams Brothers Podcast, $ Adams Brothers Podcast. If you want to do Zelle, it's adamsbrothersPodcast@gmail.com. I want to thank everyone again for joining us. Go back and watch our 6 o'clock interview that we had with IMAX Paragon Theater CEO Michael Whalen. That was a great interview. Again, go back and watch that. Please, like I say again, thank everyone. I love everyone out there. Trust me when I say that. It's no one on this earth that I hate. Now, I might dislike some people, but I love everyone.
Takesha Jones, thank you for watching. Iris Cobra said, I appreciate you guys for bringing us the news in our city. Hopefully, we Black people can get it together. I hope so too.
Yes, indeed, Iris.
Tasha Rue Frazier. Hey, Tasha, what's up there? My line dance friend. Elgin O. Jones. What's up, Elgin?
Elgin
the hottest
O. Jones
reporter
in the house.
Back in the day, Elgin a little under weather, man. But we wish, man, Elgin could have joined us here behind these microphones. He is one of a kind. Elgin, thank you for what you did for our family,
that
man.
the other day. Me and him just talked about. Can y'all imagine if
we had Elgin Jones here?
If we would have had Elgin Jones here, joining us here, man, what we could have had, and hopefully in the future,
he gonna get it right though.
Hopefully in the future, Elgin can
keep your head up.
I pray for Elgin every day. I pray for everyone. I pray for this country. I pray for our soldiers, our troops, our police, firemen. I pray for everyone, and hopefully Elgin and all the other sick and shut in that's out there can find a way back.
Thank you for rocking with the Adams Brothers, man. We appreciate the love. We getting ready to hop off of here. That's it. We ain't gonna say nothing else, man. We appreciate all the love that you all give us. Drop us up on our Cash App. We'll be back again with some more guests on our podcast next week. We got some interesting stuff coming up here in the future. Thank you all for rocking with us. Angelique Leggett, thank you, hon. Thank you for joining us. Take care and be safe to you too and to your family up there in North Carolina. Thank you so much. Deerfield Beach, Broward County, Palm Beach County, Dade County, Florida, the United States of America. Thank you all for rocking with the hottest podcast around town. Look for us. We're going to be in the theaters, the movie theaters pretty soon. You just stay tuned. Thank you for rocking with us. We love you. And guess what? There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Good night, everybody.
Take care, everyone.